So Zach and Charlie, we're ready for you now. Welcome. And Amy. Good afternoon. My name is Ruth Ross, and I'm the authorised marriage celebrant who will be conducting this ceremony. It was my pleasure to help Amy write most of the ceremony herself, and you will hear her love and devotion to family and her maturity reflected in the sections that she wrote. There are just some parts of the ceremony that I need to conduct with particular wording in order for this to be a legal marriage, but the rest was written beautifully by Amy. As you know, Amy and Zach are a modern couple, and they're very happy for you to take photos and post photos throughout the ceremony as you like. We've been very lucky with the weather today so far, but if the wind picks up suddenly, we'll just go inside to the bathroom. Amy and Zach would particularly like to acknowledge how far Zach's mother, Margaret, has come to be here all the way from England, and Amy's father, Rob, who's travelled all the way from New South Wales. It's a joy for Amy that both her fathers, Rob and Bill, are here, and she wanted to express her love for them by having them both walk up the aisle with her. Zach's late father, John, is dearly remembered in the hearts of everyone in his family, and Zach feels his love and approval shining on him and Amy. Amy really wanted her little sister, Sarah, to be one of the witnesses for the ceremony, but Sarah isn't quite old enough. So instead, to make sure that Sarah knows how important she is, Amy would like Sarah to give her away. So Sarah, will you give your big sister Amy to Zach, not losing her, just sharing her and joining your family and Zach's family into an even bigger family with room for even more fun and more love. Thanks, Sarah. Although Sarah is too young to be a witness, she isn't the youngest one in the family. At 3 years old, it's Charlie. Charlie had the very important job of escorting Zach up the aisle, holding his hand in case his dad was scared. Charlie has a special little poem that he would like to say with my help. I couldn't find the author for this poem, but it's adapted from Charlie's favourite poem at kindergarten, and it sums up perfectly how Charlie and Zach feel about Amy. I like coffee, I like tea, I like sitting on my grandma's knee. I like you, you like me, that's all about it. 1, 2, 3. Well done, Charlie. Jack and Tia introduced their mutual friends, Amy and Zach, to each other because they were convinced that the pair were soulmates who should be brought together. They were sure that Amy would like Zach and Zach would like Amy, and that's all about it. 1, 2, 3. When Amy met Zach, she liked him straight away. When Zach met Amy, he liked her straight away, and that's all about it. 1, 2, 3. Amy and Zach's family said that they were too young to be getting serious. But when they saw the couple together, the happiness and the maturity that they shared was as clear as day. And your support and your approval means the world to Amy and Zach. This farm is a very special place for Amy and Zach. They first met here. Zach proposed at a picnic under the stars. They spent their holidays here. They are grateful to Jack and Tia for introducing them and for hosting them on so many occasions, especially this wedding today. Zach says it was the natural place for their wedding. Tia would like to share a reading from the Baal Shem Tov. Thank you, Tia. Before we come to the vows, I'm going to recite the monitor, which is one of the legal parts of the service. I am duly authorised by law to solemnise marriage according to law. Before you are joined in marriage in my presence and in the presence of these witnesses, and to remind you of the solemn and binding nature of the relationship into which you are now about to enter. Marriage, according to law in Australia, is the union of two people to the exclusion of all others voluntarily entered into for life. Amy and Zach, please join hands. Do you, Amy, promise to love, support and nurture Zach forever? Do you, Zach, promise to love, protect and guide Amy forever? Amy, repeat after me these legal vows. I call upon the persons here present, to witness that I, Amy Constance Turlington, take thee, Zachary Andrew Cook, to be my lawful wedded husband. And Zach, repeat after me. I call upon the persons here present, to witness that I, Zachary Andrew Cook, take thee, Amy Constance Turlington, to be my lawful wedded wife. Thank you. Amy and Zach have written additional personal vows that they would like to say now. Amy?
Sir Zach, you have always been my knight in shining armor, a true gentleman, faithful and honorable. I adore you and will do everything I can to reward your love for me and to make a happy home for you and Sharon.
Maid Amy, I pledge to you my love, my bravery, and your shapes whenever you want. Making you happy, having fun with you and Charlie, and sharing life's ups and downs is all I want to do.
James, please bring the rings. And take this ring and place it on Zach's finger and say, this ring is a symbol of my love and devotion for you.
This ring is a symbol of my love and devotion for you.
May you always remember the joy of this day.
May you always remember the joy of this day.
Take this ring and place it on Amy's finger and say, this ring is a symbol of my love and passion for you. This ring is a symbol of my love. May you always remember the joy of this day. May you always. I now pronounce you husband and wife and invite you. We're now going to sign the documents, so please remain seated. There's a little bit more of the ceremony still to go. With James and Louise, please join us at the table. Thank you. Soulmates Amy and Zach are now joined in marriage. In the 13th century, Newton wrote, "Lovers don't meet somewhere along the way. They're in one another's souls from the beginning. They come true together. May your family and friends always be with you in your adventures that are ahead." Congratulations to everyone. I'm thrilled to introduce Mr. Zach and Mrs. Amy Cook. Remember, we arranged that your family and friends would be welcome just to come up and give you hugs and kisses. And then we're going to make our way into the dining room for afternoon. So feel welcome to come up, everyone. No, I think it's because there were only 10 people in the